Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't subscribed yet? IUIC Atlanta Burning 2.0. What you waiting on? Get it done. Do it now.
Hey, get them clicks, get them likes, and subscribe. Do it now.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
Family right here walking across. Right here, 5 minutes of your time. We don't want your money, we just want to dialogue with you.
And you officers.
Read that one more time. The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The truth shall make us free. What does that mean? Brother man.
We ain't got nobody going down.
Hey, what's going on, big dog?
Oh, y'all gonna put us on.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's your name, bro? London? I'm live. Nice to meet you. What's your name, Tate? Josh? Nice to meet you. Real quick, what's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? Black and Dominican? Black and white. Black and white. What's your father? What's your father? Okay, give me Numbers 1 and verse 18.
Bring it on.
Because what we've been told here in America, that's why we read John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The lie is that you can be mixed with other races. You ever seen an apple orange?
Bring it on.
No, fruit can't even mix. You understand? Likewise, the man seed can't mix either. Watch this.
Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees,
their lineage or their bloodline,
after their families, by the house of their fathers.
No, their mother.
By the house of their fathers.
That's why I asked you, what was your father's race? And you, both of y'all said black or African American, right? So that would mean you of your father, so-called African American or so-called black. Black is a color in the crayon box. Right. That's not a nationality. That's a description. African American is two white men, Leo Scipios Africanus and Americo Vespucci.
Right.
You understand? These are not our biblical names. Our biblical names are the Israelites. Both of y'all will be from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
And let's prove that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy 1 and verse 1. Y'all go to church? Sometimes. You ever been to church?
Oh, yeah.
Did they identify your nationality or your race in the Bible? No. So that would mean they ain't teaching you the truth there.
Right.
You understand? We're going to show you in the Bible who you are. Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto all who?
Unto all Israel.
So y'all got to pay attention. Who is Moses speaking to right here? Who's the audience that Moses is speaking to? All Israel.
Right.
Did it say any other nationality outside of them? It just said all Israel.
Right.
So Moses is speaking to the children of Israel. Now we're going to jump up a few chapters and the audience is still the same. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is Moses. Y'all know the story about Moses when he told Pharaoh to let my people go. This is after they exited Egypt. Now they're in the wilderness with Moses. So now Moses done been on Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights. Now he done came down with the commandments and he's presenting them to the children of Israel. That's why he said he spoke to the children of Israel. Right. And this is what he spoke to them. Read verse 1 more again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
All his what?
All his commandments.
No, it said religion there.
All his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Now, did you see that? It says the Lord will set the children of Israel on high above all nations. So now I got a question for you. If the children of Israel kept the commandments, Moses told the children of Israel they'd be set high above all nations. Are blacks and Hispanics above all nations? Are we set high? Are we ruling above all nations right now?
Bring it on.
You say yeah?
That's wrong.
Oh, okay. So now you would have to tell me how black people or Hispanic people ruling.
Well, you answer.
I was wrong.
Because whenever we go, think about this. You ever heard of redlining?
Bring it out. No, I have not.
Have you ever heard of the ghetto?
Yes, I have.
Okay, who's the majority there?
Bring it out.
Who is us?
Black.
Black and who else? Black and Hispanic.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So if we was ruling, we wouldn't be in the ghetto.
Bring it out. Right.
We will put people in the ghetto.
Right.
You understand? So that's showing you that we're not ruling as a people. We're on the bottom.
Bring it out.
We under the bottom. Watch this. Keep reading.
Verse 1. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth.
So Moses told the children of Israel, if they kept the commandments, the Lord was going to set us above all nations of the earth. Watch the flip side. Read verse 15. Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these blessings,
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So now, here's the flip side. Moses told the children of Israel, if you keep the commandments, the Lord going to set you above all nations. But if you don't, curses is going to come up on you. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Step on up.
Definitely a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. What you say right here, Chief? Black, bad. What you say? Bad. Now watch these bad things. Watch verse 46. Read.
Verse 46. And they,
all these bad things, the curses,
shall be upon thee for a sign.
These curses will be upon the children of Israel for a sign.
Right.
How do we know we on Ellis Street?
Bring it out.
Because of the street sign, it identified that we on Ellis Street.
Right.
Likewise, these curses, when you read the curses in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, those are signs to identify who the children of Israel is.
Right.
So now we're going to read some of these curses, and I want y'all to identify who these curses happen to in history and currently.
Bring it out.
Read verse 68.
Verse Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, in order for Moses to tell the children of Israel, you're going to go into Egypt again, what does that mean? What does that mean that they've been before? They've been in Egypt before. So it says you're going to go into Egypt again. What condition were the children of Israel in Egypt the first time?
Bring it out.
Give me Exodus chapter 1 and verse 13. Watch this.
Exodus chapter 1 verse 13.
Bring it out.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
What does rigor mean? Do you know? Do you know? It's going to identify right here. It says, in the children, the Egyptians, which is a what color race? What color is the Egyptians?
Black people, right?
So-called, they black, they dark-skinned people, black people. Watch this. It says the Egyptians.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
With hard what?
With hard bondage.
What is another word for bondage?
Slavery.
Slavery.
Right.
So what condition were the children of Israel in during the time they was in Egypt the first time? Slavery.
Right.
So now go back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68 from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord is going to bring the children of Israel into Egypt again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Check this out. This is black and Hispanic history that we're reading out of the Bible.
Right.
The Bible says we will go into slavery with ships.
Right.
This is our identity right here. The Bible is our history records.
That's right.
You understand? We're reading our history before the history came to pass.
Right.
You understand? So the Bible said the children of Israel will go into slavery by way of cargo slave ships.
Right.
That didn't happen to no other race on the planet. It didn't happen to the Arabs,
Right.
the Chinese,
Right.
the Japanese,
Right.
the so-called East Indians,
Right.
the white man. It only happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and the
Right.
children of Israel
Right.
in history. Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And
there, when those ships stopped, whether it was in North America, Central America, South America, whether it was in Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico, all these different places where the slave ships went. Come on.
And there ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
Didn't they sell us when we got off the ships?
Bring it up.
They said, nigga, sold to Master. What's your last name? Nigga, sold to Master Williams. What's your last name? Bond. Nigga, sold to Master Bond. What's your last name? Nichols. Nigga, sold to Master Nichols.
Right.
These names that we have come from our slave masters.
Right.
Even the thought process that we have come from our slave masters.
Right.
You understand? Because now I'm going to ask you this question. What color is Jesus?
Bring it up.
Depends on the person. Some people say he's black. He's brown.
What you say? But what do they teach? He say he don't. He say he not sure.
When they see it on mass media, he's white.
Mass media, and then in the black church, what he look like? He white in the black church. Now watch this. We're gonna read it out the Bible. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record.
Who did what?
Who bear record.
Back in those days, did they have camera phones to record anything? So how did they record stuff back in those days? Scribes, meaning they wrote stuff down. So same thing happened right here. He documented it by writing it down. This is what he wrote. Keep reading.
Who bear record of the word of God. And of the testimony of Jesus Christ.
The testimony of who?
Of Jesus Christ. And of all things that he saw.
What do you see with?
Bring it up.
You see with your eyes. Now, verse 14. Watch this. Let's see what John documented and that he saw with his eyes. Come on.
Verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
So Jesus, let's step aside. Step aside. This is the image that they give us as Jesus. Is his hair woolly and is it white? What people on the earth got woolly hair like a sheep?
Bring it up.
The so-called black man.
That's right. Bring it out.
Watch this.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Come on.
As white as snow.
And it was fully white. Come on.
And his eyes was as a flame of fire.
Because when you read the prophecy of Jesus, give me that. Give me Genesis 49 and verse 12. The prophecy is that Jesus' eyes will be red with wine. We're going to read it out the Bible. Read.
Genesis chapter 49 verse 12.
Bring it up.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
You see that? So that's a prophecy about Jesus Christ in the book of Genesis. Way back in Genesis, it was prophesied about Christ. You understand? So that's why his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because Christ drank wine in moderation. He was not a drunkard. It's okay to drink, but to drink in excess is the sin. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet.
So now, John the Revelator looked down at Jesus Christ's feet. I'm looking at your ankles. The top of his foot is the same color as his arm and his face. Watch it.
And his feet.
And his feet.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass?
Tan, very brown.
It's like a brown it's brownish. Watch this.
As if they burn in a furnace.
Now you take that brown and you burn it. What color do it turn?
Very dark.
Black.
That's right.
So when we got off the slave ship, you know what else they taught us? White Jesus.
Bring it out.
They sold you and told you, serve your masters. The white man. But then they never told us that Jesus was a black man, because if they told you that Jesus looked like you, you will rise up. You will have a self identity.
That's right.
But now we struggle from vacant esteem to where when we see each other, guess what we see? The op. We see another nigga that we quick to kill.
Bring that out.
And that's what they see too. They know who you are. They know who we are, but they not gonna tell you.
Bring it out.
You understand? They gonna continue to call you black, African American. Meanwhile, they know you the children of Israel.
That's right.
Is it more there? So now go to Lamentation. I'm gonna show you something. Because did y'all see the things that happened with our sister Saya Massey up in Springfield, Illinois, with the police that shot her in the house?
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see that? Yeah. You know that's in the Bible?
No.
Watch this. Read Lamentation 4 and verse 17 one more time.
Lamentation chapter 4 verse 17.
Bring it out.
As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
What does it mean to fail?
Not succeed.
Huh?
Not succeed.
Not succeed. Yeah. So our sister, her eyes failed. It didn't succeed for the help that because who did she call? The police. Watch it. Watch what it say. And what nationality was the police?
Bring it up.
From the top.
As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. And our watching.
And our watching for this vain help.
We have watched for a nation.
We, the children of Israel, have watched for a nation
that could not save us.
You know, you see that? We will watch for a nation. We look for saving from other nations. But it's vain help. It fails every time. And in failing, watch what happens.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps.
The same people that we looking for help, they hunt our steps. How do we look? How are we looking for somebody to help us when they out here hunting us? You understand? So where is our help? Our help is in the black Messiah, Jesus Christ. Understand that thing. Give me 2 Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 36. I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to show you something about when we keep God's commandments, which is our God, the only God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? We the one that got the one true God. Nobody else has a real God. Every other nation have idols to worship. We got the one true God. Watch this.
2 Maccabees chapter 8 verse 36. Does he took upon him to make good the Romans their tribute by means of the captivity in Jerusalem, told abroad that the Jews had
the Jews are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Come on.
Had God to fight for them.
Had who to fight for us?
Had God to fight for them.
Who can fight against God?
Bring it out.
No one. Your arms is too short to fight with God. So if they can't fight with God, who they gonna fight with?
Bring it out.
God's people. I'm looking at God's people, and they know something about us that we don't know. Keep reading. Watch this.
Therefore, they could not be hurt.
You see that? Therefore, the children of Israel could not be hurt. Why?
Because they followed the laws that he gave them.
What? Read that one more time.
Because they followed the laws that he gave them.
So whenever we follow God's laws, we cannot be hurt.
That's right.
Understand that thing. We cannot be touched. These other nations know that about us. Give me Judah chapter 5 and verse 20. Let's get some more on this. You say you got to go? Now, before y'all leave, I want to give you a law so you won't be hurt. You understand? What's today? What's so special about today?
Bring it up.
Let's get the law. Give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
Let's get the law. And that's a righteous bridge you got on your face right there, man. That's a commandment. Did you know that? Watch this.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8.
Bring it up.
Remember the Sabbath day.
You heard that? What was the first word that Moses told the children of Israel here? Remember. Why would you tell somebody to remember something?
Don't want them to forget.
You don't want them to forget. And guess what happened? We forgot. We forgot how? By way of slavery. Watch, it says remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day.
But the who day?
The seventh day.
What is the seventh day of the week?
Saturday.
Somebody said Sunday.
Saturday.
That's Saturday.
Who said Sunday? Oh, okay. Read that one more time.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So what's the seventh day of the week?
Saturday.
Saturday, which is when? Today.
That's right.
But what day do majority of blacks and Hispanics go to church on?
Bring it up.
Sunday, the first day of the week. So that would prove that we did what? We forgot.
Right.
We no longer remember the Sabbath day. Even to this day, some of our people out here right now breaking the Sabbath day.
Right.
Because they forgot it. How did they forget it? Slavery.
Right.
When we was in slavery, was we allowed to read and write?
Bring it up.
No. So who taught us everything?
Teach.
Our slave master. If he was a Baptist, you was a Baptist too.
Right.
Watch this. Keep reading.
But the seventh day.
It's more.
It's the seventh.
Look, it's quick. It's quick. It's gonna be quick. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
You hear that, bro, man? So on the Sabbath day, there's no work to be done. Yes, sir. Read.
Right.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy maidservant, nor thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So on the Sabbath day, there's no working. If you have a business, your business is supposed to be closed down and your employees are supposed to be off. If you have animals, they too are supposed to have their day off. You understand? Now give me Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31. And then the next teacher gonna come up after this. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day.
So ware or victual is like things of food, items, gas, these things like that on the Sabbath day. Watch it.
To sell.
They would bring these things. If the other nations brought items to sell to us on the Sabbath day, which is today, watch what happened.
that we,
the children of Israel,
would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
think about that. Think about if blacks and Hispanics didn't buy on one day of the week. What would happen to the economy? It will crash overnight.
Right.
Then you know what happened? We'll start to get justice for the evil that they do to us. But because we don't know how to unify ourselves under the commandments of God as the Israelites, they continue to gun us down and they continue to find themselves not guilty. You understand? So in order for us not to be hurt, we got to come back to God's laws. You got that?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word